wanted to say this because sometimes, and I started off with the song called War, Bob Marley's War. And it was said by a grand master in the martial arts named Chief Professor Yehudi Shem, or Chief Professor Shem in the Sanukas Rue tradition. He says, men go to war and women and children fight. And both the word war and fight has a mathematical frequency, which I found very interesting on the board. And I'm going to break that down probably on the board one day, but not right today. When men and women decide to go to war and fight, or when men decide to go to war, it must be for particular reasons. When I looked at the word fight, I found that the word fight in two different systems break down to a number 3 and break down to the number 5, which 3 and 5 can be very jovial and happy energies on one end, but they could also be very reckless, devastatingly reckless also on the other end. The word war adds up to a number 9 in one system and then adds up to, let's see, 5, 6, adds up to 15 in another system. So usually if war ensues, the war is to bring about peace. But the word fight, because you could be fighting in a neighborhood, especially with women and children, and then become friends later on, or back in the day at least, they shake hands and hug each other, or children might fight on the streets, and then the next day they're playing with each other. Nowadays, when people fight, it can get overly reckless and overly. But when men or women or men go to war, it's really about bringing balance, because the number 9 in the Chaldean system that it adds up to, the word war adds up to a number 9, which can be very destructive. That's why the number 9 on its semi-negative of it could be warring, destructive, contention, arguments, heavy arguments that can take you there. But because it also adds up to a number 15 in the Pythagorean system, which is a 6, when men go to war, it's really about bringing balance after the war, because that's why everybody, man and woman, has to prepare not only for war, but also prepare for peace.